now is going to be a 2020, baby. And, it's the fact that she's waiting there patiently to deliver these children to you is pretty amazing. And I love that aspect, the spirit being there ready to go. I've got a hand in this. So it's almost like she just doesn't want you to worry about it. She wants you to leave it to her. And it's beautiful. She's so loving, and I feel like her whole life was all about giving to everybody else, and that's just the way that she was. She's very loving and very nurturing, and it's like you have that aspect to you as well. She's also showing me you need to keep up being creative. So there's something about it that I don't know whether you used to do something creative and you don't now, because it's like she's telling me to remind you.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, I was a pretty good artist when I was a child when she was around, and she loved watching me draw, and I don't draw anymore. I wonder if that's what it is. And writing,
absolutely.
Too? Maybe it's writing.
Yeah, it will be, because also remember when we I suppose when we're on our path to tuning in with our big picture, and for you it's obviously children and motherhood, when we connect to that creative side, it's almost like we're going out of the over.
A boy or girl, the first one?
Well, I felt like when she was showing me, I looked and I went, oh, I feel like there's a girl there. But almost like long eyelashes. Long eyelashes, and I had to go, that sometimes can be like very pretty, like very gorgeous, but there's often boys that look like that too. She wasn't really giving me one or the other, but I did see beautiful big eyes with lovely long eyelashes, and I did feel I wanted to go to girl, but I do feel like with the children coming in, you'll have a mixture anyway. But I feel like, I suppose I want to go to maybe 2 girls and a boy. So I feel like I've got more girls than boys. She's just bouncing that off it to me now. I'm like, okay, all right, we'll do that.
That's amazing.
Sorry.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Wow, you are good.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Thank you.
I'm going to get a hold of you
I so love connecting with you. And there's also something she's showing me around animals. So where does the connection with animals come with you?
Oh, big time. I'm the biggest dog lover you can imagine.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Oh, I said I love animals very much, and I'm very, very much love dogs. I have a dog that I love very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like, I want to say, like, and it's like the animals love you. So it's like you would go into a room and they all go, oh, this is an animal person. I'm coming in to see you, because I feel like I feel like they're attracted to you. It's like you're the Peter Pan and the Pied Piper. Instead of the children running after, but animals running after you. So it's like animals are important. You have a great connection with them.
Thank you very much. You're right about children. That. You're not kidding. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Wow.
You're really divinely guided with this. So it's almost like, just allow it to happen at the perfect timing, because it will happen. And it's like she also wants to hand me, she's showing me there's a certain type of flower. So I feel like this is in reference to her, but she's quite specific about what it is. And I don't feel like it's like necessarily a rose, because roses are the most common, but there's some kind of flower that's a reference around you.
Wonder what it is, huh?
Yeah, there's something. Okay. Maybe you're getting flowers. There's something, and it's quite random, because she's handing me flowers. And if it's not, sometimes in spirit they'll hand me flowers being referenced to them or a memory that you had with them. But I feel like with you that she's showing me flowers. So that might be something that's going to transpire, like quite often they like to show me how they know these things, and they'll give it to me to pass on to you. But there's something around flowers. I wouldn't be surprised if your other half comes home with flowers.
Okay, yeah, that's one. I know she likes yellow roses a lot, and they always had daffodils in the yard. But she loved flowers. She took care of roses.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that could be it, or
and also it could be to as a reminder of her, having the flowers around. So because she's bringing this baby in, sometimes what I find really great is, especially when she's gone to the trouble to come in and connect with you today, is go and get some of her favourite flowers, bring them into the house, and you're honouring the fact that she's delivering you the baby.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because you're honouring a memory, and of course, you know, what's meant to be will be regardless. But it is beautiful to see how much things get amplified when we acknowledge thank you to Spirit, thank you for connecting, and you know, knowing that she's bringing in your babies is really beautiful. But yeah, you will find doing that, you'll really get a strong. Yeah, I'm connected in with her, and it's things like you'll know when she's around, you'll get that feeling. And you'll also get a lot of clarity moving forward with what's coming in for you.
Okay. Oh, gosh. I used to get dreams about her all the time, and I haven't in a while. Hopefully I do again.
Yeah, absolutely. You will, you know, and the fact that she's around and stepped in, basically, once we bring them through like that, then it'll amplify her energy being around you. So don't doubt that she is around, and she's here for a purpose, and it's like she's quite proud of that. She's happy to be of service, I have to say.
Oh, that's so good to hear. I miss her so much. I appreciate this very much.
Yeah, my absolute pleasure. No, you'll sense her around, and there'll be things around the children coming. There'll be little reminders of her. So it's like that's her blessing to you. And it's absolutely lovely to be able to share that, because she is a sweetheart. It's very important that the message gets delivered right.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. I can't believe how spot on you were with everything. You just went, yeah.
Thank you. No, my pleasure. Please let me know. I want to hear when we get the all things are going ahead and you're pregnant. I was going to say in foal. I've got horses around at the moment. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, please shoot me a message to let me know. I would love to hear, Jennifer. That would be great. And thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful night, Tanya. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. My pleasure. See you, Jennifer. Okay, now I'm going on to Bobby in Haverday Grace. Haverday Grace? Maryland, USA. Am I struggling with that?
No, you're fine. Hi, Tanya.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good, thank you. What's been happening with you? Wow, I want to say there's something around. As soon as I heard your voice, I'm like, wow, 2020 for you. You've done some you've made some moves this year.
Yeah.
Good. I'm like, whoa, you've moved mountains this year. It's like, I want to say to you, congratulations, and you are ready for next year big time, girl. It's like, I'm ready to move. I've moved the mountains and I'm ready to just step up with this. So is this around your career as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse and I'm
powerful.
Starting a new endeavor January 6th.
Oh, well done. Well done. And I have to say, and it's like Spirit are coming through for me to share with you that thank God she's listening to us finally. So I feel like the way they're delivering that, it's like they've been waiting for you to do this for a long time. And it's like they've been giving you the signs and now she's finally doing it. So I have to say from the spirit world, they're excited.
Oh, good. That's good to
You're
hear.
very well supported. So I have let me have a look. See, yeah, I've got a lady and man stepping in for you in spirit. So it's like they're coming in together, and that's why there's quite a few in the family, and I feel like with them is a tribe of others. So I feel like that the way that they're coming in, there's a big family, or there's generations of family that are in spirit as well. So I just feel like it's they're coming through with the tribe. So I want to say, like, there's a lot in spirit around. Does that make sense for one side of the family? Yeah. Yep. It's like they've got a heap of them around, and there's actually a lot of wisdom, and they're acknowledging that you have this wisdom and you're going to incorporate that into what you're stepping into doing. So I do want to say with this venture, don't box yourself in, because you're going to evolve this, what you're taking on, that is going to adapt and grow. So there's an aspect of, I'm not locking myself into doing just X, because I'm going to include a few other things along the way. And it's almost like you're really going to tap into your guidance to build this to how it needs. So I'm not following someone else's guidelines. I'm actually going to run with what feels right for me, because there's a lot of, you're you're gaining momentum very quickly with this. So I do want to say, be prepared for it to take off.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like this could be anything. So with your making a list for this, I want you to put a figure. I want you to write down what's your big picture for the first year. I want that figure written down, and don't be shy in what you're coming up with.
Okay.
There's also something around I'm getting out of the poverty mindset. So I feel like that the way that they're showing me this is, I don't know whether going back generations, there were ways that things have been a bit of a struggle for this couple with the family. And it's like you're breaking the mold. So don't let yourself get too wound up in the small details. And I don't mean that as in not being, setting up your foundation strong or taking a gamble with it, but it is about being open to bringing in more than enough and a lot of abundance. And it's also what they're showing me is about you feeling comfortable with that.
Okay.
All right. So sometimes the way that's shown to me is sometimes, we grew up in an environment where there's maybe limitation in the abundance area, or, we've always had enough but just enough. And for you, It's like I have to break that mold. I have to go, you know what, I'm happy having more than enough money. I'm happy to have enough wealth to be able to afford the things I want. And I'm going to happily drive the car that I want. And I don't have to feel bad about it because this is what I deserve. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is about...
I totally resonate. I totally resonate with that.
Yeah, and a lot of us can, because it is hard when we've grown up with that mind, we've got that paradigm of that's the old belief system, and it's almost like we've just got to let that go and say, right, now I'm changing that up a little bit. So for you, and I would also, with this business and with you starting on the 6th, is treat yourself every week. And I don't, whether it's an extra special cup of coffee or a book or something, I want you to reward yourself along the way. And it's almost like that's a way of thanking, it's about thanking the universe for the abundance and knowing that there's way more to come. So that there's an aspect of every week reward yourself, very important.
Okay. Can I ask you said that there was I'm sorry.
No,
you
right.
said that there was a man. You said there was a man that had come forward. Do you get any more information from that?
Well, the one that's come forward was with a lady, so it's almost like